So how many fish, like, per year do you guys release?
This year we're going to do about 45,000 salmon, and then 9,000 brook trout.
And that's all over the place, not just here.
Yeah. Out of this facility, we're doing roughly 75% of the salmon.
Wow.
That's city main stock. Starting from here. We'll cut the sea right now. But
oh yeah, you can see them down there though.
Yeah. We've got our first 8 pools here are all salmon. Then I've got 1 pool of domestic brood and 3 pools of brook trout down below.
Wow. I assume you keep the sun out.
Yeah, they get I'll get UV burn.
Yeah.
If without a cover. Well, years ago there was no cover, and you know, between the predators and all sorts of stuff getting in, kids throwing rocks in the pools.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if they're not covered, a lot of times the salmon will get UV burn because there's not enough depth there.
Yep.
And it can cause all sorts of crazy things, deformities, and a lot of fish will die.
You can see them right on the outside edge there. Wow. And you said how many roughly here?
We've got about 45,000 in our first 8 pools here.
Wow.
Split up. So these would have been they would have been eggs.
You guys
a year and a half ago. Well, I guess about a year and a half ago.
So in a year and a half they get about that big.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys stock? You stock locally, the whole state?
We out of here we'll do most of Washington, Hancock, Penobscot.
You go up towards Moosehead that way?
We did last year. We went to.
You ever go into
You
ever go into Thistle?
I know what you're talking about.
They put spike in there.
Yeah, those would have come from either Palermo or Governor Hill.
I think the spike have pretty much gone out of it.
Yeah, I think they stopped that quite a few years ago.
Well, that was fantastic fishing. Fly fishing for spike. It was really good.
Yeah, that was before my time. I've only been here with the hatchery division for 5 years, so all the Thistle Pond stuff was probably just coming to an end then. But if you guys want to walk down through,
yeah,
more than welcome to follow me down.
I'll take a walk down. Tons and tons of them. Now, what do you guys keep the average water depth at in here?
Just on my knee.
Yeah, so just a couple of feet then.
Yeah. Any more than that, it gets difficult to really do too much anything here.
Yeah.
But the exchange rate of the water is so fast, you don't really have to worry about it warming up as it flows through.
Yeah,
Right
you guys.
now, we're running about 600 gallons a minute on each side.
Yeah. And you pull straight from down by the lake?
Yeah, our new, so our intake, the pipeline project last summer, what we have is a shallow line that extends a few hundred yards out into the lake, and a deep line that goes out 2 miles.
Oh, wow.
So we added the deep line because we were having some temperature stress problems with the brook trout. We lost quite a few of them.
Yeah.
So with the deep line now, we're running straight off the deep line water. So we're actually about 1.5 degrees warmer Celsius than we typically are off the shallow line, which is good for egg development and getting the fish back up on feed faster. Through the winter, they don't really feed a lot because the water's always been so cold. But with the slightly warmer water, they'll eat a little bit. But as we're ramping up now, we're going to start feeding much more aggressively. This is what we feed the fish here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all like fish meal.
Yep.
But these are our domestic foods here.
Now, when you say domestic brood, that's...
So these are fish that have always been within the hatchery system.
Yeah.
We did have 3-year-old brood that are probably pushing anything from 14 to 20 inches.
Yeah.
These fish are going to be 2-year-old fish when we spawn them. So
this is just
probably
essentially your spawn stock.
These are going to be they run anywhere from probably about 12 to 14 inches right now.
Yeah.
Raw mix is about 660 in here.
And how many eggs will you see out of that?
Out of these fish, I'm not really expecting a whole lot. Probably less than 1,000 per fish. Maybe 600 to 800 per fish. On a 3-year-old fish, you can get up to 1,000 to maybe 1,200, 1,500.
Wow.
A really big female.
That's quite a lot.
But you know, you look at a big Atlantic, you're probably looking at 2,000, 3,000 eggs.
Yeah. And is that just once per season?
Yeah. These are the brook trout here.
On the right hand or left?
All of them.
All brook trout?
So these brook trout, they're the same age as the salmon up above.
Yeah.
You can see the size difference. The brook
Yeah.
trout are just, they
Quite
convert feed better.
Yeah, quite a bit bigger, huh?
You know, they eat a lot more.
Yeah.
They're a lot more, they get a lot more active sooner than the salmon do. So we got about 3,000 in each pool right here.
Nice.
But yeah, we put about, normally about 600 or 800 into the stream every year.
Yeah.
And we're doing like another couple hundred for the kids in the canal.
Oh, yeah. Now, how old are they when you release them into the stream?
This will just be a couple months.
Just a few months,
Yeah.
wow. That's amazing. Awesome.
And so what we use, we call them demand feeders. It's
Yeah.
just basically a funnel with a plate on the bottom. We just smack that trigger, and the food just falls out.
Yeah. They figure that out fairly quickly.
Yeah, they transition pretty quickly. Usually, what we'll do is when we get them in, you know, we get these fish from Governor Hill. They're probably only about that big,
Yeah.
so they don't have the strength to really push the triggers very much.
Yeah.
So we set it as loose as possible, which isn't great because then you're in here all the time because the wind blowing will move
Knock
the
it
disc
over.
around.
Yeah.
So you're always trying to keep it full, but you got to do it, you know, to condition them.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is we'll have clock feeders on a belt, and you just pull the belt back, and as the clock ticks, it just pulls that belt slowly, and we'll set it like right next to the feeder.
Yeah.
So as the feed falls in, you know,
They'll
it's hitting
hit
the surface and they'll
Yeah.
start touching that trigger a little bit.
Wow.
And as they get bigger, you can tighten it up so they're not wasting so much.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, they learn pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And even in the winter when they're not eating or if it ices up, we pull all the feeders off.
Yeah.
When you put them back down, they're like right back at it as soon as, you know, it's warm enough for them to kind of start feeding again.
So this, in the middle of the winter, this ices up? Or
On our shallow line, it did before we
did.
got the deep line.
Okay.
With the deep line, it does not.
Nice.
There's my first year here. It froze up so bad. I was walking on it down there. I walked all the way to the top.
Wow.
That's like that wasn't even normal. I don't think my supervisor said he'd ever seen that before. You know, he'd seen it ice up enough, you know, just skim ice, but not enough to stand on it.
Yeah. Wow.
Usually there's, you know, enough flow that it stays pretty
Stays good, yeah. Well, interesting. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I have eggs in the hatchery too, from which
Oh yeah, I'd love to see that. Yeah,
just
that's
starting
cool.
to hatch actually. It'll probably be done the next couple of days actually.
Well, it's a lot of brook trout.
But normally we bring in, like in June, once we stock all these out, clean everything, well, we can write out the store. I put that note through.
All right.
But normally we bring in about 40,000 brook trout fry.
Yeah.
We'll stock the majority of that out as fall stocking. From June to when we start fall stocking in October, we can get them up to about 6 inches. Once you get to, you know, to about October, the water's cooling down too much, they're not really growing. You know, they might put on a half-inch of growth through the winter.
Yeah. What's the survival rate of all those?
After we get rid of them,
After
after we stock them out.
after you get, let's say, 40,000 eggs.
Oh, so the salmon, I'm not really, the brook trout numbers aren't great. From what I've heard, we don't do the eggs here, but like the salmon, what we do is we trap net our tank of eggs. We'll trap net in the lake. We'll collect lake fish,
Yep.
brood, and we will take the eggs, and when we do what we call an initial pick-off, so like the next day we're in there and we're picking eggs with siphons, picking off the dead eggs. That can be anywhere from 16 to as high as 23, 25% of dead eggs out of that first batch.
Wow.
So if you take 100,000 eggs, you're already down to 75,000.
Yeah, 70,000 or so.
Then once the egg eyes up and hardens up, we do what we call shocking the egg. We basically put them all in a bucket and pour them back and forth.
Yeah.
That's to break all the weak membranes.
Okay.
And that'll kill all the weak eggs. And that could be another anywhere from 12 to 16%.
Wow.
And then, you know, throughout the whole winter, we're also picking eggs every other day in there by hand with tweezers. Then when they start hatching, you know, you're losing more. So
that's quite a process.
You start with about 100,000 eggs. Well, so typically, you know, we'd have about 75,000 fish, and we got to spread that out between Emden and Enfield.
Yeah.
Enfield usually gets eggs. Emden will take fry, so we'll send about 23,000 there. Enfield gets, I think they got about 12,000 eggs this year. So to get to our, you know, 75,000 mark of fish that we got to spread out, you know, we're taking almost 200,000 eggs probably.
Wow.
And that leaves us with a buffer.
Sure.
We usually hold on to more than we need just in case, and we end up, you know, just pulling out all the ones that we don't need. You guys just want to dip the bottom of your boots in the disinfectant. This is what they've been using for years. So these just started hatching out probably about a week and a half ago. I started seeing a lot of premature ones.
Wow.
Just yesterday, there was probably, you know, this was probably half full, more than it is now. So in the next couple days, all of a sudden, the rest of these are just going to go. So it'll happen just like a light switch, pretty much.
Yeah. So
Probably
this
tomorrow.
darker colored one here, that must, that must be like a dead one there.
Which
that
one?
Darker colored.
No, when they're dead, they're actually, the tail will curl up.
Yeah.
And the jaw will open, like you can tell that the mouth is open,
Yeah.
and they'll start to turn white.
Huh.
So the
what are
dark
they?
ones are actually all alive.
What are these right here?
These are salmon.
Salmon?
So these are, we took these eggs in November, election day last year.
Really?
And it
But we're
takes
in here every other day, picking, when it's just eggs, we're in here every other day, just picking all the dead eggs off, because if you don't, they'll develop fungus, and it'll infect the whole tray.
Yeah.
When they're fry like this, you know, same thing, we're in here every other day, cleaning up the dead ones.
That's pretty cool.
Every once in a while, like you'll see, like this one right here, kind of curled up.
Yeah.
You know, you take 100,000 eggs, you know, you're bound to see some defects.
Oh, sure.
But we'll see stuff like that, double headers. This
Yeah.
one right here, you'll see how the tail is curled up and the head's white.
Oh, yeah.
That's a dead egg. That's a dead fry right there. Even though the yolk sac is still
There.
orange, that'll turn all white overnight.
Huh.
Like if we have a really bad like initial pickoff,
Yeah.
you know, you could be in here. You know, it takes all day, pretty much 3 of us. But on an initial pickoff, some days, if it's, you know, if it's a really bad year, like I said, you know, 20-23% pickoff,
Yeah.
you know, you'll be in here with the siphon, and as you'll go all the way, clear the tray, and you'll look back, and you'll start to see them turn white.
Just
some of them.
Oh, isn't that
Yeah.
something?
So,
And these
you know,
are all eggs all the way through.
Yeah. Normally, what will happen is, you know, we'll take the eggs on the lake, we'll spawn, fertilize, they'll get disinfected once on the lake, once inside.
Yeah.
Then we'll move them into here on these trays. And, you know, initially it'll only be like the first 3 banks of troughs.
Yeah.
Then as the eggs develop and they develop the eye, you know, we can start like spreading them out.
Yeah. So they're all at different stages, or they all
No,
at the
they're
same
all the
stage?
same. They're all
same
the same.
stage.
Some years, what'll happen is we'll do it in 2 takes. We'll do election day and then a week later,
Yeah.
depending on, you know, how ripe the fish is and whether they're ready to drop the eggs or not. If they're ready to drop the eggs, you know, you pretty much pick them up and tip them over, and the eggs just fall out.
Pour it
You
out.
don't really have to put any pressure on them.
Yeah.
But some fish, you know, they're a little behind. You might have, if it feels like, you know, it's really hard,
Yeah.
there's no softness in the belly, then you just put it back in the pen and go next week with it.
Huh.
But yeah, it's amazing, you know, the difference, you know, just 1 week can make, and how cold the water is.
Yeah. We've caught them over the years, and like you go to pick them up, and the eggs will come right
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, if they haven't dropped the eggs, what will happen is the fish will actually start to reabsorb the eggs to the body, and it'll retain all those nutrients.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, you know, you'll find fish, you know, 2, 3, or 4-year-old fish, where initially you can feel the softness in the belly, but the eggs don't want to go out. So you push near the vent a little bit, and what will happen is there's a plug there
Yeah.
of old eggs that are just stuck. So once you push that plug out, all of a sudden the eggs just fall right out.
Come right out.
Yep.
That is cool. Wow, that's awesome. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, at certain times of the year. The winter gets kind of slow when you're over in here every
Yeah.
other day, just picking eggs all day. But there's no, you know, we're not doing, you know, like the commercial guys, you know, they're doing 1 million plus smolts. You know, that means they're probably taking close to 2 million eggs probably.
Yeah.
You know, they buy machines to do that, because you'd never be able to do it by hand
No.
like we do.
No, I wouldn't think.
And then like Enfield and Governor Hill, they're doing so many brook trout eggs. They actually rent like an egg sorter that'll go through. They'll just put all their eggs through it, and it'll knock out all the dead eggs.
Huh.
But
That's
after
crazy.
after the rental's over, they do it all by hand. So
That's a lot.
yeah,
That was awesome. Well, thank you so much.
yeah.
That was cool education for the day.
Actually, that top there, I think I got a couple 2-headed ones I saved.
Oh yeah, you did. That'd be
I try to
awesome.
save them because the kids like to see them,
Yeah.
but they, if you don't separate them out, they're pretty much die. They
Oh,
won't,
yeah,
they won't
look
get
at
much
that.
beyond this if you don't separate them out.
They're like Siamese twins almost.
Yeah, joined at the tail.
Yeah.
And this one here is joined at the yolk sac. Either what'll happen here typically is either it'll get absorbed into the yolk sac as, because the one that's clearly blind and didn't develop eyes there,
Yeah.
it'll probably get, as the yolk sac gets smaller, the one that's alive is going to slowly absorb it into the body. And a lot of times you'll see like a mass on the side of the fish.
Yeah.
But this is stuff that won't survive unless you like, you know, you take care of it.
Yeah.
But I like to try to get them a little bit bigger, like double the size. That way I can preserve them and take it to the classrooms.
Yeah. So
But-
essentially, these would in the wild, those would just
No,
die off.
yeah, these would never. They'd probably never even get quite this far. You'll see like these curlicues here and stuff. Those will turn into what we call a scoliosis fish. You know, and that happens sometimes in the
Yeah.
wild. Like people will catch togue that have bent spines or stuff like
Yeah.
that. And if it's straight enough that they can swim somewhat, and they can get a little bit of feed to stay alive,
Yeah.
they will survive. I've seen it,
Huh.
and you know they do catch them on occasion.
Yeah.
But like the double headers, joined at the tail, those won't get much bigger than fry. They might get biggest I've ever got them is maybe half an inch.
Huh.
So they don't
That
get
is
much
cool.
bigger.
That is super cool.
But every once in a while, like we'll see something with a bigger fish, like something that's got a bunch of extra fins, or
Yeah.
something that tried to absorb a swing but didn't quite get it all the way, so there's just a big bump to the side.
Yeah. Wow.
So I try to sort those out so when I go to classrooms,
Yeah.
holds the kids' attention better.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure. Well, thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.